So here's a question for you. Do you expect people around you to change, to grow, to develop, to become better people? And if you do or if you don't, how does that influence the way that you engage with the people who are around you? Now, you may have heard the adage, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't have someone who is so set in their ways and learned certain kinds of habits and done certain kinds of things, you can't expect them to do different kinds of things. But I think that totally rules out the idea that people can change and can develop. And if that's the expectation we have about people, that you can't teach old dogs new tricks or old ways of living are not going to change, well, then we engage with people in certain ways. Then instead of trying to work towards helping them see the consequences of their actions so that then they can maybe change and grow and develop, maybe we'll just disconnect ourselves from them and we'll label them as toxic people and we won't have anything to do with them any longer. Well, this doesn't mean that there aren't people that we have to limit our contact with and that are actually harmful to us and for us in certain ways, but to label them as toxic or to label them as just people that we cannot be around or that have no hope for the future, well, then we're basically saying you can't teach old dogs new tricks. And as a Christian, we're saying that God's not going to do anything in their life, that the Spirit will not and cannot renew that individual. Now, it's hard to maintain hope in the face of what seems to be unchanging people or unchanging habits, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we as individuals really don't have a whole lot of patience for other people, or for other things for that matter. Anyone who's ever tried to train a dog or maybe even a cat to do different kinds of things, and I bet you have to have extreme amounts of patience to train a cat, but we learn the kinds of patience that is necessary. We want change to happen immediately. We want something to be able to be done right away, both in our own lives and in the lives of those who are around us. We hope and we long for goodness to develop in other people, and yet we don't work towards the kind of patience that it takes for us to be able to walk alongside someone as they go through that change. I mean, I still remember teaching my dog to do a certain kind of trick, and it's... Actually, I'll show you it right now. Sit. Sit. No, sit. Hands up. Bang. Good boy. Now, it took me quite a while to get that trick down pat into his mind so that he understood what I was saying, what I was doing, and what I expected of him. And I'm not suggesting that you should see your engagement with other people in the world as trying to train a dog, but I think that same kind of patience can be used as we engage with other people. We can continually kind of be with them and be for them and expect them and hope for them to change and grow and to develop. And we can engage with them in ways that shows them that not only do we value them as a person that is made in God's image, but we also value the fact that God can and will do amazing things in their lives. We'll lead them into a place where they are wiser, where they are more suited to be able to lead or to do whatever it is that God is calling them to do. And so this week, I'd encourage you to maintain hope in the change of those who are around you, that you would engage with them in ways that shows them that you long for them and you hope for them to be the best that they can possibly be, and that change comes through the work of the Spirit in their lives. So maybe leave a comment down below on the ways in which someone in your past was able to show that kind of patience with you to help you to grow into the person that you wanted to be, a better person. Or maybe you're still on that road and there is someone walking with you. Let us know what that looks like so that we can all be encouraged to be that for one another.